Mpumalanga International Fresh Produce Market, an initiative that was aimed at driving economic growth and linking small-scale farmers with international, regional and local buyers. The project had been delayed by more than 3 years. Community unrest, the COVID-19 lockdown and increases in steel prices have all been blamed for the delays. But the DA in Mpumalanga has accused the ruling party of benefiting from the incomplete projects.
As the Democratic Alliance laid open what we call a tender cartel in the province, and it looks like they are really moving into infrastructure projects in the province. So it looks like these guys are developing and then in some or other way getting control of the building, to be the operators of the building, to look at the services of the building, to do the rental and facilities management of this building. The tender cartel has since 2022 grown into, and there's a new company now that was added to this tender cartel, which is called Holdco, just Holdco.
Questions are being raised about the ownership of the land where the fresh produce is being constructed. The DA accused the provincial government of intending to give the ownership of the land to a private entity and then pay rent for the facility.
Billions of rands have been spent on the fresh produce market, and we are very worried about this transfer of the property that now needs to take place. So we're hoping to get an answer in the statement today. We've also submitted a question for an urgent reply to the MEC to get what is really happening here, and waiting for the answer, we will then decide on how we're going to intervene on this and see if we can stop this transfer happening, because it doesn't make sense what is happening here.
The party has since requested the Office of the Public Protector to investigate the project. The Mpumalanga Economic Growth Agency, a government entity responsible for trade and investment promotion, is reported to have 5-year lease agreement for 2 buildings that government pays for over 20 million rand annually.
I think she's so embarrassed by that entity that she knows it is not worth the people of this province. She knows she's cheating the people of this province with Mega. Mega is something that you cannot run through SOPA. You cannot go through the state of your province and not mention an entity that is supposed to be responsible for economic development, an entity that is supposed to grow your economy. You can't even mention it in your, and I'll say last SOPA, because we're going into the elections. Sure. This is one of the things that should have stood out for her in her term, that, there I'm shining the light. But because there's no light, it's dark, she can't even bring it to say it with her own mouth. Because Mega has only brought darkness to this province. And unfortunately, millions are gone and they cannot be recovered back.
The DA is also intending to report the provincial government to the National Office for delays in completion of Parliamentary Village, a project which started in 2014. Meanwhile, the Provincial Public Works Department was not available to comment on the DA's allegations. SABC News, Mbombela, Mpumalanga.